Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Raju from Smart AI Technologies. We'll continue with our complete data science course with Excel. So today we'll learn about how to plot a line chart, and we'll see all the possible ways to make it very well in visualization, and we'll try to get the analytical results from it. Okay, so let us continue. First we'll insert an empty graph. Okay, so then how to give a data to it. Right click and go to select data, and then here go to add, left side below legend entries. Then here you can see, you can give any name of in the place of series name, which data you want to display. You can give any name, that's a variable, or the title, what you can say. So here you need to select the range of the column, like which column you want to plot there. Now click OK. So if you want to add another line, if you want to add another column, another line, okay, so now click on add. Now give another variable name, so which column you want to display. So I want experience to be plotted, so I gave exp. Now so here I need to select the column which column I want to display. So if you are new to our channel, please click on subscribe and like button. We'll be providing you like these courses and so many videos for in the future. So now you can see here the graph which is showing two lines. One is for age, another is for experience. Now you can play with it. You can change so many things in this graph. How to make the changes? First, you can click on the change chart type, underline only. Okay, there are so many other different charts, but underline only. There are different one. Okay, the first one is simple line chart. Okay, so where you will be having two lines. One is for experience, another one is for age. So those values you can compare there. Okay, ID and experience 5, 1, 4, 2, 6, 25. How is that? Okay, with respect to that ID, we are trying to display the age and the experience. Now go to change chart type. The second one, stacked line. What is this stacked line? Is nothing but, for example, below is the blue line, that is age. Okay, how that red color line is above this is, for example, age for one ID. For age, what is age? 28. But whereas experience is 5. Now what will happen is, first it will point 28. From 28, 5 differences it will go up and makes that as a experience. Are you understanding? It will stack over the present graph. Okay, if there is one line, till over that line, okay, over that line, those many points will be increased. Okay, that largest you can see ID 6. Okay, ID 6, what you are saying, experience is already 25 and age is 62. First age 62 it will go. From 62, 25 will be increased. That red line is 25 above the age. Now this is percentage stacked, or percentage, what we say. Percentage nothing but what will happen is, for example, age. So now age values, how we will present age or experience values is, we will take sum of that and we will convert them into percentages. How we will convert any value to percentage? Any value into 100 divided by the sum of total values. Okay, so this, whatever the value comes here, that will be replaced and it will be plotted there. So we'll see it in a simple equation or a syntax. Okay, how it works. So for example, if the age is 28, now this age will convert into 28 into 100 divided by sum of age column. the sum of the entire age column. This value will be replaced there. There is percentage of the values now represented in percentages. So they are stacked. Okay, so after, so let us move that column wider so that it will be visible like this. Okay, so new value will be the old value into 100 divided by sum of the entire column elements. Okay, now, yeah, so that's what you can see on the graph hole. Okay, so the first line, blue line is there. Okay, that is also converted into percentages, whereas red you can see the straight line. Why? Because after this it should stack over this line, so there is no much space available, so you feel it like a straight line. Now dotted lines. Okay, this is not stock. Okay, this is simple dotted lines, a line with scatter points or dots. Now you can select stack. Okay, stack dotted line. These are stacked. Okay, that what you saw earlier same, but it is now giving a point. Okay, a dot. If when you move your cursor on the points, you will get the values. You can visualize that value. You can make changes in the real time. Just follow the video and do the changes in your code. And if you want the same data set, I can share it with you, but you can have any data set with you. Okay, you can have any data set or any Excel sheet. So after that will be a percentage stacked with dots or with markers, what we say. Now you can see this as the percentage stacked. Okay, it is same as percentage stock, but with points or markers. Now the last one is 3D. So when you click on this, the graph will be line graph with a 3D visual effect. So we'll make back to small normal line plot. Now we'll make some other changes with the help of layout. Now you can go for a format selection. Under format selection, there are so many options. Okay, we'll check them one by one. First, we'll see what is fill and what impact it will bring on our graph. So if I do no fill, you can see that graph, that graph background will be empty. Okay, it's invisible, so that we can see the lines behind, like Excel lines we can see. After that, solid fill is there. You can change any color, any solid color available. Okay. And then comes the gradient fill. Actually it's visually very good. Okay, gradient scale, if you do gradient scale visually, it will be very good. So like this. Okay, mixture of colors. And then even, okay, if you have any image, you can feed there, or there are some templates which are already available. If you want to give them as a background image, you can give it. Otherwise, if you want to import it, you can go to file. If you have any image downloaded with you, you can upload that, but I am going to select available pictures with me. Now you can increase or decrease the transparency of that background image. How much transparent you want that image to be, whether it should be darker or it should be a transparent, based on your requirement. Which thing makes visually better your graph, try to keep that visualized, because you will be having some other images in the background. So according to your requirement, you make the changes. So better I will go with gradient. Okay, visually it will be very good. So now you can see graph is very good, visually very good. Now go to layout again. So under format selection, what is the border color? What type of border? Border nothing but the thick line. After graph there is a thick line, the box, under the box only the graph is there. Okay, that box. Okay, whatever the things we are doing now here, it relate to the border of that box. So you can change the color of that border. Okay, now you can see. Now you can see that yellow line is there. A box border now becomes a yellow line. So we'll try to increase its thickness and we'll make it visually better. Okay. So still color will change. Okay. So fine. Now we'll go to that border. Now we'll select this. Maybe not that. Okay. Anyway, we'll go to border style. I will try to change this color. So we'll first increase that border size. Okay, we'll increase to some high level so that visually it's impactful. Okay, now you can see border how it looks like. So now we'll make changes on this border style. Okay, now you can see graph is now visually very impactful, and yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Okay, now you can, using these graphs only, you can build in the end a good dashboard. You can change the borders. Yeah, dash type, visually it will be very good dash type. And then flat to round you can do if you want cap type. Now you see corners there is only point, otherwise if there is a line it would have made changes in the joint type. So again, shadow, which type of shadow you want to give, which color of shadow you want to give, whether you want to increase the size of shadow or how you want that presets. Presets will give the way you want the shadow, top, bottom, side, down. And then comes the 3D format. Again, how visually it should look like, the entire graph plot. Okay, you can give any top or any bottom, a material shiny, okay, a bit shiny, or like shadowed or silver color, how you want that to be. So you can mention all those things here. Once your graph is visually set, now it's visually well set. Now we need to make some other changes. Okay, in that we are going to check chart title first. So we want to give title to this chart. So what are the options are there? So above chart, okay, what are the graph is there, above that graph I want title. So if you want that, you can click on that option under chart title and you can type here anything so that you want to display. And then comes center. It will be overlaying on the graph, but as our graph is colored, we don't want like that. Okay, if it was black and white, maybe we could have selected it. Now we will go to axis title, x and y axis, how to give the titles to it. Okay, so for that we should take, for x axis you should take horizontal, for y axis you should take vertical. Then you click and change the value. So how to keep, like, how to make changes this visually. Okay, tilt below axis or none. If I do none, it will be removed. Again, if you want to add, you can add it. Okay. Now axis, vertical axis will be taken now. So what type of vertical axis you want? Rotated. Normally rotated will be visually very better, but there are other options also, horizontal or like that. Okay, where it will be tilted, the text will be tilted, nothing will change. Now we'll see that vertical title. Now the values, the thing is written in vertical. Again, if I do rotated, actually rotated is visually very good. So if you want horizontal also, you can do it, but better go with rotated. And then we'll check the legends. What are the legends? There are two options, age and experience. Those things we call them as a legends. So where you want to place them, how you want them, where you want them. Okay, so all these options are there, where you want right, left, top. Okay, or overlay the data. So among them you can select top. It will be very good. Okay, when that legends comes on top, it will be very easy for understanding. Otherwise you can keep it on right. And data labels, now there are two lines going on. What is this data labels will do is, this will try to display values on that line, particular values, that point. A particular value is given, which value you plotted, but there are so many options for it. You can select below, above, okay, center of that line. So better try to go with a top, that is above or top, left, right. Above is actually very good. Even that in the background the color is there, no, you can remove that color. Okay, we'll do that later. So first we'll check with the grid line. So what are grid lines? Grid lines are nothing but the lines which are passing through your graph, maybe horizontal or vertical. Under horizontal, vertical also there are major and minor. Major nothing but the larger lines, minor nothing but the smaller lines. Horizontal and vertical, for both are there. Okay, we'll remove them. Now we will try to remove that plot area. There is already plot area, we'll make it none, so that the background color will be removed. So now graph looks very good. So the data is very clear now. If you add show area, it will not be good. Okay, so let us remove that only. Okay, then comes the last option, we call it as a trend line. How the data is changing from one side to other on the axis. So those things can be plotted for both of the lines. So for experience, when I do, you can see the line is increasing from initial stage in the end, because what it says is from id 1 to 35, as age or experience is increasing, is it's positive. Okay, the trend line says positive increase. And also you can do forecast trend line also, the experience and is same thing. Again, this the trend line, how the trend is going on, how the trend is changing, how the values are varying. Okay, the variation of values according to the axis, okay, or the time or the id. Now moving average. Okay, moving average of the line can be displayed here. This was all about today's class. We will be seeing bar graph in the next session, and then pie chart and all the possible graphs, and then in the end we will be going with dashboard. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and like our channel. Okay, thank you very much for watching.